am sick and tired of paying for these niggas with my motherfucking resources. Yeah. Cause these niggas ain't worth the motherfucking night it was made to make their ass. A lot of them. And it's so motherfucking unfortunate that they don't inspire to be better and want better. A lot of the good dudes is taken. I'm not saying they out there, but they taken, and respectfully. And salute to the women that was able to obtain them and maintain them. Salute to black love. You know what I'm saying? Salute to the men who rise to the occasion of being a man in every sense of the motherfucking word. You know, much respect. Much respect. But for those motherfuckers that's on the clearance rack, that they motherfucking value keep fucking depreciating because they don't have good character, because they are pieces of shit. Child, we picking through this motherfucking clearance rack and we kind of like, you know, look at it and hold it up to us and kind of debate and put that shit back, because we see all what the fuck is going on, and we motherfucking see why ain't nobody want the shit or why the shit was returned. Baby, do not keep depreciating your motherfucking value because you trying to hold on to something that ain't even for you, or trying to motherfucking hold on to a nigga that ain't trying to hold on to you. Even if he is trying to hold on to you, if the nigga ain't shit, he ain't shit. And the only fucking way you gonna be able to meet some kind of commonality with somebody that ain't shit is if you identify with that ain't shitness, and if you ain't shit. And I just can't do it. And so that leads me to feel weary. I am tired of paying for these niggas with my resources. We feel like, you know, we say that we don't pay, but we fucking paying. We paying with our motherfucking portion. Yes, the fuck we are. We, every time we let a motherfucker in our garden, you know what I'm saying? That's when the motherfucker start to act different. That's when you start to see a motherfucker for who he really is, and not the facade that he done fucking put up. We pay for these niggas with our motherfucking resources. Time. Whole time I'm spending time with a whole motherfucking fake. Don't even know it because you're trying to get a nigga the benefit of the motherfucking doubt. You're giving a nigga the benefit of the motherfucking doubt, but time is a going, time is a wasting. You're making provisions. You know you work a lot. You know your job is demanding. You know you gotta raise these kids or a kid. You know you got other priorities besides this nigga. But you know, you in the mood for some adult company sometime, you know, some grown folk shit. And you say, you know what, well, in order for me to implement that into my life, I got to make some time for it. So you make some motherfucking time for it. And, you know, sooner or later, the real motherfucker starts to show face. And then you realize that this nigga raggedy than a motherfucker. I'm tired of paying for niggas. I'm tired. And so, you know, all women are motherfucking different. But it is definitely, I mean, these niggas is definitely giving me celibacy vibes. You know what I'm saying? Celibacy for sure. You know what I'm saying? Because my motherfucking vagina is connected. You know, I'm a woman, and it is connected to my emotions, and it is connected to my mental. And you know, if you are not stimulating, if you're not interesting, if you're not sincere about being in a situationship, relationship, or whatever we're aspiring to become, you know, if you're not fucking real with it, that shit is a motherfucking turn off. It is a fucking turn off. And so I am no longer fucking attracted to you. You know, if you're not treating me right, I'm not attracted to you. Like, I'm not a fucking switch. You can't flick me off and on. You know what I'm saying? So the minute your fucking cover is blown, the minute the real you is shown, and there's some attributes and characteristics about you that I don't fucking like, I can no longer fake like I don't know. See, when you up, you up, and it's hard for motherfuckers to go back to sleep once they up. You know, and I'm just, you know, I'm just sick. I'm sick. I'm sick of something. I'm sick because it's so unfortunate that this is going on in our motherfucking culture, you know, of fucking people. It's sickening because you want to have hope in our men. You want to give, you know, the brothers the benefit of the doubt. And it seems like in the end, majority, not all, if it don't apply, let it fly. If it applies in some type of way, you're going to feel fucking triggered. So let this be, if it's a trigger warning, then it's a trigger warning. But don't fucking be trying to DM me, inbox me, leaving me no type of stupid ass comments and shit because you're triggered, nigga. Go fix your shit. If you're triggered, nigga, go fix your shit. It ain't got shit to do with me. So, you know, it's crazy. I had a conversation with someone the other day. I said to them, and this is a male, you know, that I'm cool with. I said to them the other day, I said, you know, I've been contemplating on, you know, getting back out into the dating scene. I'm not big at all on, you know, the internet dating, and, you know, I'm a little bit stuck because I'm not modernizing that area. You know, I don't know how that may work out for me because my preference is, if I'm going to meet someone, to meet them, you know, face to face, the old school type of way. That, how miss, how you doing? Can I talk to you for a minute? That old school shit, you know, which is, it's not conducive to the modernization of today, you know. So anyway, I was talking to him about it, and he was like, you know, he said dating, right? He said dating. What, you know, what do you mean dating? Dating is for white people. I said no. Dating is not for white people. Dating is the process of seeing someone that you will potentially want to get to know. Whether you want it to be sexual, whether you want it to be relationship, whether you want it to be just friends. Dating allows a space for you to be able to get to know enough about the person to see how you want to proceed. Dating is, you know, I like what I see. You know, let's hang out for a little while, one-on-one, and see where we want to, you know, what we want to do. He said, well, no, then you need to just say that. But that's not dating. Dating is for white people, and white people said that, you know, this is a distinguished term to say that they're fucking. That's all that really means. I said, well, let me spin the block on your ass real quick, because contrary to whatever it is that you've been taught, there's an upgrade to everything, even terminology. Now, you know, black folk put their own spin on shit. So dating in a black woman's book does not mean fucking. And because I am not white, I cannot identify with their terminology of the word fucking dating, or their description of the word dating. I can't identify with that shit. I explained to you what dating is, right? And he said, well, good luck with that shit, because black men don't do that. Black men don't date. And as taken aback as I was by it, and I was taken aback because there was a disappointment there, like, damn, what? And it was also a little shock factor there to me too, because I remember being younger and being taken out on dates. I remember that. I remember my very first date was a movie. I was a young girl, of course, and the guy wanted to take me to the movies, and his mom knew, and she chaperoned, and she had three boys. I'll never forget, it was my first day. She had 3 sons. We lived on the same block, so our parents knew each other, and he had liked me, and so the mother, he asked me if I could go to the movies, and then she, I said I gotta ask my mom, and then the parents got together, and they was like, okay, they could go to the movies, because his mom was like, listen, I'm chaperoning, they not going by themselves, I'm not dropping them off. And yes, this was in the 80s, but regardless, this is my first date. I'm chaperoning, so me and my other sons, we're gonna go with them. They'll get to sit in their own little row. We'll sit in the back. We're gonna watch the same movie and blah blah blah. So, and now fast forward to 2023, I'm talking to a well-established, mature male, and for him to say that, I just was like, well, what? Because prior to that conversation, I had been on dates. Now, I don't know if black people or black men have a different definition of dating, or a different purpose or reason behind dating. That I don't know. But for him to say that black men don't date, it just put me kind of in defense mode. And, and so I'm kind of like, yo, what the fuck do you mean black men don't date? Now, I've known men to go on dates. I've been taken out on dates. Now, their reason, again, behind dating is unbeknownst to me. But I have been out on dates. But you're saying black men don't date. And he was like, yeah, no, we don't. I don't date. I'm very clear on what I want with who I want with. Now, what I will do is I will investigate my person of interest to see if I want to go further. I'll investigate them. But other than that, I don't date. And to me, that was just some real sucker corny shit. And I don't want to take credit away from this guy, because I knew him for a long time. He's married. I don't know, if he's like happily married or whatever the case is. We don't get to speak that often, but I knew the dude for a long time. So, he's an event planner. You know what I'm saying? So, he is directing me with certain things, as far as, because I want to take my shit to a whole nother level. You know what I'm saying? So I want to use some of his event spaces. But we just, to me, this is just common conversation. I have no interest in dating him. This is just for FYI. Anybody that's randomly watching, I have no interest in dating him. I have no interest in fucking with married men at all. At fucking all. You understand? And I can definitely have a monogamous relationship with males. I'm not one of them bitches who, I'm not a pick-me type of bitch. I'm not one of them bitches who wants to be with a man or do anything to have a man no matter what his circumstances. I'm just not that type of bitch. I am not. So I'm just trying to give you a little bit of background and understanding of who I am and who he is. But I was just kind of like taken aback by that, and hoping that is not the thought process of majority of our men, or at least the single men. Because I know it's some type of fucked up ass communication between single men and women, black single men and women, because it's too much of us out here. It's too many singles black out here. Too many black motherfucking singles out here. And you say to yourself, you seem to be a decent person, or, I seem to be a decent person, and to be able to date and with the potential to become whatever it is you guys decide, shouldn't be this motherfucking hard in such an advanced society. I feel like we fucking stagnated to a fucking certain degree in a certain fucking space when it comes to dating. And it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, and it's also frustrating speaking from a black woman, because black men is all I know, and that's all I really want to know. But I can't lie to you and say that I haven't questioned dating outside of my race. And dating outside of my race means it could be other shades of black and brown. I've thought about dating outside of my race, because I'm just like, the pickings right now is so slim, and it's difficult as an established successful black woman to be able to meet or even date a man of your equal. Whether it's financially, emotionally, mentally, there's an appearance that there's always a lack somewhere. Like, you just can't have it all in one person. And there's a large part of me that refuse to believe that. I refuse to believe that the man that is divinely for me, my king, my equal, I refuse to believe that he's not out there. And I'm not saying that he has to be perfect. You got to understand that there is no such thing as perfection. I am not looking for perfect, but I am looking for wanting to be in the company of my equal. Someone who can reciprocate all that I reciprocate. And if he is unable to, if he's lacking in any area, it is not areas that will be detriment to our union or even to himself. Like, damn, motherfuckers ain't doing what the fuck needs to be done to become decent human fucking beings. Like, it's still motherfuckers out there who really hold malice in their heart to the point, like, if I'm not with this bitch, if this bitch ain't trying to be with me, I'm not taking care of our kids. But I'm gonna go and live with a bitch that's willing to tolerate my shit, and I'm gonna take care of her kids. Type of shit. You know what I'm saying? It's motherfucking men out there like that. And it is fucking sickening. Okay? It is fucking sickening. And so, I'm gonna close out with that. I just had to get that shit off my chest. I know y'all probably agree with me. And see, you know what? It's the crazy shit too. A lot of black women turn our motherfucking pain into power. And you know how we do that? We get so frustrated with being heartbroken, or we get so frustrated with downsizing who we really are to accommodate the ego of someone else, or to accommodate, basically the ego of someone else. So now I'm unfortunately, it appears that I'm going into celibacy, but okay, it is what it is, right? All right. But then you got some women who dive more into their spirituality, which is what I'm doing. And you have some women who go back to school. Because the time that we made for motherfuckers that we ended up wasting our resources on, the time that we poured into motherfuckers that eventually we find out wasn't worth pouring into, we say, you know what, well, we're going to use that same energy and we're going to pour into ourselves, and we're going to love ourselves, and we're going to just keep evolving as a person. So that evolving as a person consists of doing whatever the fuck we want to do and doing whatever the fuck we need to do to become better people. Some people take a spiritual path. Some people go back to school, you know, but you're constantly fucking evolving as a fucking person. Some people, you know, go into what spiritual people call hermit mode. And hermit mode, it means that they fall back away from all worldly things, most worldly things, and they go into learning themselves and get a better sense of self and figure out what it is that, you know, they need to become even more better versions of themselves, whatever the fuck that may be. It may require them moving to another city, state, country. You know, it may require them to quit their job and go to another, you know, whatever women do to embetter themselves. And while they are doing these things to make themselves better, these motherfuckers jumping from bitch to bitch, they not trying to better themselves. They just trying to find a new bitch that's going to tolerate the raggedy shit that they used to. They do not want to be with a bitch that wants them to do better, that promotes them to do or be better. The shit is just a fucking fucked up chain. And it seems like not too many fucking men, at least the men that I've come across, you know, it seems like not a lot of men want to break them fucking chains to be better men. And the shit is sickly. And so here I am, you know, en route to another glow up. En route to another motherfucking glow up. You feel me? And, it's crazy. It's crazy. I just had an epiphany. I had a light bulb moment about the glow up. Because as I was saying that, I configured a way where I can simplify the process for me. Okay. But it's all good. So, you know, thank you for listening. I know I got sidetracked for a minute, but you know, when them divine messages come through, you got to let that download come on in. And yeah. So, thank you for listening. And you know, I know most women agree with me, because a lot of different people ain't going to tell the same story. And a lot of times when we're having our girl talk, these are the things that's being discussed. And you know, we really don't, it's a lot of us that really don't want to go outside our race. But when you want to deal with a man, I can't even sugarcoat it. When you want to deal with a man, you know, a man that understands value, understands quality, has a keen sense of self and self-awareness, who is not intimidated by a woman and her power, her self-awareness. You know, a king. You know what I'm saying? You know, when your soul wants what it wants, you start to explore your options. You know, and I haven't quite got there yet, but I'm damn sure thinking about it. And this is, you know, I always say keep my options open, and, you know, and diversify my life, you know, except romantically. But I think I probably need to apply that to the romantic area. But anyway, y'all have a blessed day. The weather's a little dreary out here, but it's okay. You be the sunshine in your life. You brighten up your day. You get together with the universe and you make it fucking happen. Peace and blessings to y'all. Thank you for always giving me your time. It's such a valuable resource, and I know that we can't always get it back. So any time that you give me, I definitely appreciate it and respect you for it. Feel free at any time to leave a comment. And let's keep this healing going. Let's keep this elevation going. Let's get it.